So first thing you want to do is spawn sento, down back 1. As soon as you've spawned him, like while it's still in the animation of that hold block, so hold R2, then you would input 1 from sento, move Kenshi forward just slightly. You don't dash, you just move forward. You'll see a slight movement from me. And then you want to input 4 into forward 2. And it should look like this. As soon as you've input forward 2, you want to input 3 with sento. So sento will launch your opponent. I would suggest spamming here, although there is a timing. When Kenshi is like lowering his sword, that's usually when sento will move. But I would spam it just in case to keep it more consistent. Another thing to mention here is that you need to make sure that you time this initial part correctly. And you need to make sure you're getting 200 damage after you launch with sento. If you're only getting 140, as you'll see here, then the combo will not continue and they will have an opportunity to block. Once you've launched with sento, you want to input a double dash and then a forward 2. But you need to time this so that you hit them. If you do it too early, then your forward 2 is just going to phase through them. If you do it too late, you won't have enough time to input 4 after the forward 2. So now you've launched with sento by pressing 3. You've kept them in the air by pressing forward 2 with Kenshi. The next thing, and probably the hardest thing you can do, is input 4 after inputting the forward 2. So the timing I realized that consistently works every time is as you see Kenshi about to lower his weapon after forward 2, that's usually when you can input 4, as you'll see here. Now, bear in mind, you're going to be holding R1 during this interaction, and you want to let go of R1 as soon as you input 4 and then press 3. 3, of course, will make sento leap forward and launch the enemy into the air. Now, as soon as you launched your enemy with 3 from sento, you want to hold forward and up, and then you're going to input 2 at the right moment. Now, if you input it way too early, it's not going to allow you to time the next part. And if you input it way too late, it's also not going to allow you to time the next part. As a general rule of thumb, you should look to input the 2, once you've jumped, of course, on the earlier side. Now that you've kept your opponent in the air with forward up 2 or soaring sento, you need to continue the combo by inputting forward 4 and then 3 from sento. It's very important that you input forward 4 while you're still in the air, about halfway as you're coming down to the ground, because it will consistently hit the opponent. Whereas if you try to time it as you're landing on the ground, you may find some inconsistency. The final step to this combo is to move slightly forward, not by dashing, just moving forward, and then inputting 4 into down, back 4. And this will complete the combo for a 51% meterless, KAMEO-less Kenshi combo.